Welcome to F2 Season 3, Race 15. The way it works is that the compounds are set to something. I don't even know how this. I swear they change it depending on the track. They do F1 anyway. And meanwhile, Jan was leading from it, but CB retakes that lead in qualifying. Yes, my stream is working good. Okay. And CB then still leading in the campus. We've got John in second, Shane looking to get there. Luigi Pan on debut here as a reserve for Rodin. Will replace Dervas, who can't seem to get online on the two MP Motorsport cars in 5th and 6th place, respectively. Jan, who was banned from F1 for the weekend and is muted for saying the N word in a voice chat, is running in P5. Now he goes into the right hander. Goes. Shame, yeah, he's pretty close to you. I think it's not for Zarius and Chosen. I'm commentating today to make this championship closer. So me and John could do the same number of races across. I wasn't even planning on being like a full-time driver in F2, but when they changed the PTPRL time to be, that means it's going to be a different team. Why is Bonfire not here? What the hell? Yeah, I already did. But why the fuck is Bonfire not here? So I saw he was gonna. You're in the call, Bonfire. Why didn't you join F2? Oh, what? Shank died. Why did he qualify last? What the fuck? CB gets power, but someone just died. Have I done the F2 standings? Yeah, I did. It's on the stream. Yeah, no, I'm ready up. Just you need to join now, Devas. Of course they did. It's almost Kohler on the VC. What the fuck? Unless you just looked on my phone and saw that she was there. I didn't even know. We go. We have 6 fucking people, and we should have had like 10. But you know, yeah. Yeah, I've got a stream. Watch it. We have CB on pole, John in second, and we have who was that in third? Is that Yarn? Or is that it must be Yarn? I don't know why. Oh, it's Luigi Penguin on debut. Last time we go. Good start from Yarn. He's already ahead of Luigi Penguin into third. And it's 3 right. Yeah, terrible start. Oh, he's making contact with him into the first corner, and he doesn't make the move. And they're side by side going into the first corner now for third and for fifth. A little bit of contact there between Luigi Penguin and Yarn, and they still continue on their way. But CB that leads from John in second. He's struggling to keep up with them already. But of course, Shank had a great start on the mediums. Yellow flags right. Is that Luigi Penguin spinning around on debut there in the road and down into last place? 3.5 seconds off the pack. He's going to have to charge his way back up to the front of the order now. So glad we have another new. This guy could be the new Dark Sun. Maybe even a bit quicker. I think he is quicker than Dark Sun, this Luigi Penguin guy. Already gaining huge amounts of time on drags as CB now pulling away on the mediums. John trying to go for the overcut strategy today. Split evenly between the drivers. You have 3 people on the mediums, 3 people on hards. Both the MP Motorsport drivers went for hards, so did John on the road in there, and then his teammate Luigi Penguin on mediums. Oh, and Shank there on the inside gets the switch. Was that a switchback? I couldn't tell. I was on John's onboard. A nice switchback. He's going to go in the Azerbaijan. It's the inside line through here. This could be side by side for the final sector, which is always quite scary to watch. Here comes Jan in behind as well on the hards. But this is just giving CB a prime opportunity to pull away and get 2 wins in a row this season. First driver to do that in a while. And now Pshenk has to chase him down. Well, you guys are battling. I guess just follow Pshenk, I guess. Thumbs up fast he is. But now it's a big trainer car. CB pulls away now with a 3-second lead. Of course, I'm very unlikely to see a safety car today in this day race at Qatar for whatever reason. Pshenk, though, can he hold off John for P2? Meanwhile, I gotta say, Luigi Pegan has some storming pace. He's already gained about 2 seconds since he spun on drags on that lap alone, and he's now continuing to gain on him now. Is he gaining on the cars in front as well, is the question. I think he is, actually, because of this battle in front. He's gaining heaps of time on the car, so I wouldn't put it off Luigi Pegan getting a podium on debut here. Let's see. He's closing in on drags now, heading into here. Can he go past on the inside? Might try, maybe he does try and move down the inside of drags. A little bit of contact between them. And on the outside of the corner, can he get past drags? They're still there, but no, he will concede the position. Unless drags sends it once again, no he doesn't. And Luigi Pegan now pulls away out in front into 5th place. And meanwhile, still pulling away CB. He's pulled away half a second on this lap against Pshenk already. He's on the same compound, so that's not a good sign for these cars behind. John, though, looking to make the overcut work. It worked very well in Silverstone against him and many others who tried the undercut strategy that race, but medium stop was the way to go. It was a hard stop. It was hard stop. Anyway. Pshenk there in the final sector is slowly starting to gain back up on CB now, who's just calmly driving out in front. But it's that first and middle sector where CB pulls away, it seems, and everywhere else Pshenk looks pretty even. I think Pshenk going for a lower wing setup like he always does. And here comes John now with the DRS down the straight. DRS was enabled this past lap. Jan just about got it, but he's too far back to get a slipstream. Here comes John going for 2nd place. This is big for his championship challenge. Around the outside he goes on Pshenk. On my teammate in the Invicta. Still alongside. No, he's not. A good move there from him. Good defending from Pshenk to keep John behind. And Jan now is ever closer to this battle, but this will give a chance for Luigi Pegan to start closing back in now on these cars in front as he charges down in the Rodin. The Alex Dunn McLaren liveried car. Very nice car. And Dragster driving down in 6th place. Trying to keep up with the field here. 4 seconds ahead now is CB. He's very quick in that first sector. He gets great rotation in that car. And Pshenk there, not as much, but still pretty quick himself, but nowhere near the pace of CB at the moment. And John there being held up behind Pshenk. We'll see if the mediums die off a bit here with the hards being a preferred compound. We'll see what happens. Last season John did this strategy and almost got himself back up to the very front. At the end of the race couldn't quite manage to get the win. So he tried to pull back in doing the same strategy, but now Jan in at P4, still within DRS range of the cars in front, but he's only barely holding on. He's 7 tenths behind. He does gain through this part of the track, in fairness. He must be running lower wings or something, because he gains so much time in the straights. Or in the flat out sections of the lap. But John there still easing his way closer to Pshenk now. Edging, as he does. On the minor in front of him. Can he get the move into turn 1? Jan once again, they're losing time on the straight, which is weird because I thought he had lower wings, but I guess not. Here comes John to the outside. Can he go past Pshenk? Great brakes very late and defends the place. Good move there. I know Pshenk's doing some great defending here. A track that's quite hard to defend on with the DRS being so powerful. Here comes John once again. As Pshenk goes defensive again, this is costing time to the car in front. Is John in a better position now with those hard tyres to try and get past CB? Is the yellow flag is out? Is that? Oh no, it's Luigi Pegan. He spun out of 5th place, and now he was charging up to the front, and now he's way behind, just in front of drags. 8 seconds are behind these cars now. That's completely ruined his chances in this race. I think at this stage already you can see the hards are a better tyre than the medium. The medium tyres really do die quickly at this circuit. John in great position at the front left. Should cause a lot of understeer for these guys, with this being a clockwise circuit, so these guys are going to struggle. Meanwhile, Drags there battling with Luigi Pegan. He spins completely off the track now into the gravel. Not a good race for him. Not sure what happened in that incident there. He was battling with Drags and then seemed to spin around out of 5th place, and now his race comes undone even more, but it's still not out of the question that he could get P5. John chasing down Shank as he goes after him in P2. Shank goes very wide off the track there, trying to stay in front of John. He has had a better race at this lap than the previous couple laps, but is it going to be enough to keep John behind on this occasion? John needs to make a move very soon, or else this race is going to be big trouble, I'd say. Just making most of his tyre well. Because he needs to get ahead and get some clean air and start chasing down CB for the lead if he wants a chance to win this race. It's not out of the question, but it's looking unlikely at this stage. Yeah, to be fair, if you can get past Shank this lap, I guarantee you could start closing in on him again on the hards. I mean, if they can have a fucking DRS zone on the back straight at Hungary, I'm sure they can make a DRS zone after turn 3. It's about the same length. Yeah, you could have an overtake going into this dangerous flat-out right-hander. Here comes John though. Meanwhile, Leishwagen's already closed in about a 3-second gap there to Drags in P5. Leishwagen not enjoying this F2 car, it would seem, at this stage. It's hard to say. He is in the call but doesn't talk. Very much that DJ Llama kind of figure. Here comes John to the final corner. What can he manage going off the corner now? Chasing down Shank P2. Got a weaving from the Invicta driver. Can John make a flyby overtake on the straight? Looks like he will, unless Shank sends a dive on the inside. I don't think he can. And John takes second place away, and this is what he needed in this race. He now has 10 laps to try and chase down CB. Does he have the pace is the question. Surely the mediums are not as good as the hards at this stage. We'll see when CB chooses to pit. The longer he can extend his stint, the better, I'd say. Shank is still right behind John though, so he's definitely going to worry about him still. And Jan P4 trying what he can. I think pitting soon would be a good idea for these medium tyre runners. I don't think extending the medium stint gets you anywhere at the straight. The hards are a much better compound for consistency and pace. Here comes Jan as well. He's right behind Shank now for P3. This could be a podium here for Jan. His first career podium, I believe this would be. Is this his first career podium? Would this be? Yeah, I think it would be. In F2 anyway. And NPL, can Jan get his first career podium? Let's find out. Right behind Shank. But he can. He's so close to the back of his car through this section. Here comes Luigi Penguin down the inside of Drags. If Drags not happy with that and he lets him back past, right enough, Luigi Penguin respectfully gives the position back to Drags for P5. And we'll try and get past him on a different part of the track, I suppose. Meanwhile, CB pits from the lead. Very early pit stop, but I think that's fair because the hards are shit. I mean, the mediums. Okay, and Shank also going onto the hard tyres, which I'm sure will go to the end comfortably. Drags going off the track. I was like Luigi Penguin. Side by side there with Drags. Into the final corner. Can he make a move here? Down the inside. Drags still there on the outside there, side by side off the final corner. Some good racing between them, Fenner. And going off the straight now. Can he get past? Who has DRS? I think it's Drags. Drags got DRS, which is not what Luigi Penguin wants to see, as he now pulls away down the straight. And now, even more work to be done for Luigi Penguin to get back past Drags for the position. I don't know why he didn't pit this lap just to undercut him. I guess he wanted to overtake him on the track. So CB now has come out of the pit lane with Shank just coming out behind him, a few seconds behind. Yeah, it's because it's just constantly turning right. Oof. Luigi Penguin is sliding everywhere, man. He's trying anything he can to get past Drags for now P3 on the track, which is a net P5. When the pit stop cycle ends, of course, the top two, first and third in the race are both pitted, so they're down in the last two positions, but we'll see what they can do. CB already closing in rapidly on the cars in front. You got to think that Luigi Penguin is being held up a bit by Drags here, because he does seem a lot quicker at this stage. We'll see though. Is he going for it here? That's aggressive as contact. Oh man. I don't know how they didn't spin out there. I genuinely do not understand how they didn't crash there. Oh my god, they're still going at it, and now is he going to go for a move on the inside in the final corner? No, he wants that DRS. It's surely the move done here for Luigi Penguin, who should probably just pit anyway. And he does. He comes into the pit lane after all that. What an unfortunate situation that was. I guess he'll be fine to go to the end now. Let's see how long the hard tyre runners now extend their stint. Of course, the top three, John, Jan, and Drags, will do what they can now to extend their stint till the end. On the hard medium strategy, you want to go, I'd say, around 11 laps at least on the hards, to be honest, because the mediums are pretty shit. Meanwhile, Jan's actually closed in on John and looks a lot quicker at this stage. Jan could genuinely be poised to get a P2 maybe today if he keeps this up. It's on a good strategy. He's got good pace. Shank closing in still on these cars in front. CB's so far behind Drags. If there was a safety car now, I wouldn't put it past the leaders being able to pit and retain their position, which would be big news for them, but I don't think there's going to be a safety car realistically. Oh, I say that right as Luigi Penguin nearly spun out of the pit lane. He was sliding everywhere on this hard tyres. I guess the tyres must be very cold. Jan's been behind you this whole time. Yeah, Jan is actually quicker than John now somehow, and is closing in with a great chance to overtake him going down the straight. Jan's actually got great pace here in F2. We've seen it before in Spa. I'd say he was a front runner there, and it seems to be the case again today, as he's now chasing down John for the position. He goes wide in the final corner trying to pull away. Jan with the DRS, does he have the straight line speed to overtake John here with the slipstream? I think he might. We've seen him gain time in the straights earlier in the race. Is he going to send it on the inside here? No, he's not. Going to be nice and patient. Staying close behind. Just trying to stay close where he can. And so far, he does look quicker. He could just brake really late. Oh, he braked too late there, though. Not the best corner for Jan there, as he gets a bit too aggressive, trying to stay close to John. And you see now, it's CB right behind Drags. He was 25 seconds behind Jan, by the way. So the battle for what could be a net P3 when they come back out, I assume. Between John and Jan continues. Jan, though, losing time now to John on this lap. John, I guess, picking up the pace. Maybe Jan is just making mistakes here, we'll see. The lap time's the same. Fastest lap currently goes to CB with a 34.9. Half a second quicker than second fastest, which would be Shank. So, he's edging you, bro. Meanwhile, CB there trying to get past Drags, but Drags is holding him up here, and CB trying anything he can to get past him. Oh no. Drags is actually doing a good job of holding him up because he just can't get past. And this is going to give Shank a chance to close in now. Here he comes down the inside in the middle sector. And CB in the other Rebel livery car, still side by side with Drags off the corner. Almost touching, almost spinning him around in the battle for P3 on track. I know he gets him. And CB there gets in front of Drags now. Will look to pull away before the DRS is action zone. So he can stay in front, but we'll see. Drags seeming to lack straight line speed at this stage. Here comes Shanko, he's gained so much time from this. He gained about a second to CB amidst all that, so this is happening his race. Will it be enough to close in and have a chance to go for the race lead? I don't think so, but we're definitely benefited from that battle there was. Drags pits now, pretty early pit stop to be honest. He's going to regret that, I think, by the time the race ends. Drag, once again, Jan is right behind John. If he can stay consistent, I reckon he can very easily have a chance to stay close. Does he use no assists? I think he does. I can tell because he keeps locking up in the hairpin and losing time. John doing anything he can to pull away from Jan here, who does look quicker in the first sector than he does in the middle sector, that's for sure. The middle sector is not his best. But he's still pretty quick here. He's still within a second of John. He always gains on this section for some reason. He goes about 2 miles an hour quicker the whole way through here, so I think Jan actually has a chance maybe to overtake him this lap. Just coming through, look at the dirt. Yeah, you can see how much it was affecting his car going through there. As he now heads into the last sector. The gap's pretty close, 8 tenths the gap now between them. And going into the final corner now, will Jan have a chance to get past John on the straight? No, John's going to pit. Oh, he baited Jan and Jan fell for the bait. And he now has a very slow pit entry here. Oh, meanwhile, yeah, the flags are out. Is that Luigi Penguin again? Spinning around on the hards. That can't be good for his race because now Drags is right behind him with fresh medium tyres. This could be the chance. Is this a chance? But no, I mean, probably not. I don't think Jan's going to win this race. We'll see. I highly doubt it. Because look at the pace of CB. He's about to go flying off in the lead. You'll see how big of a difference the mediums have to the hard. I think P2 is on the cards though for Jan, I'll be honest. Let's have a look. He floors it on the pit exit. Into turn 1 he goes. And Jan now, 5 seconds behind Shank in this battle for P3, but he's going to be on fresh mediums, which I think can maybe get to the end comfortably, we'll see. Meanwhile, Luigi Penguin is a whole minute behind Jan here for a moment was anyway. Now he's back down to that 30 seconds, so not the greatest race for Luigi Penguin on debut, but in fairness, he has had some bad luck in this race. And this is his first ever FC race. These cars are quite jarring to get used to. Definitely very much like a daddy figure. Oh, we almost spun again. He does spin. Is that going to be in the wall? Into the gravel he goes. He's really struggling for grip here, and that gives Drags P5. He just really struggles to get on the throttle in these cars. John now pits from the race lead with 6 laps remaining, make it 5 when he crosses the line. So he's got 5 laps on the mediums to overtake Shank and Jan. P3, oh sorry, P2 I should say. Shank losing time to see once again, he is once again pulling away in the race lead, using the mediums to get away from the pack, and then it's been a dominant force in this race. Jan, however, is not making inroads very much on Shank. I don't think this was the strategy call. We'll see what he can manage. He's go quicker than this if he wants P3 off of him now. I'm actually losing time here to Shank on this lap. That was his outlap, so we'll see if he gains it now. He made a mistake or something, because John just came out way in front of him. So Jan must have had a poor outlap, because I don't see why he lost about 3 seconds to him, almost. John, though, will have a great chance to get P2 up Shank here. He's going to have to do some mighty defense, as he did at the start of the race, to stay in front of John on those mediums, which will be much quicker at this stage. And I'm not sure why Jan isn't so much quicker than Shank at this point in the race, but we'll see if he can still close in the gap for P2. I think P3 maybe is on the cards. If the 2 in front battle, I do think it's very plausible that Jan could sneak in a P3 for the first time in his career on Shank, but we'll see. CB, though, uncontested out front, continues to pull away on the hard tyres. 5 lap tyres, much like Shank's in second, or just like them I should say, and John in P3 on this fresh mediums. Hasn't gained that much on Shank so far, but is still making steady progress towards him. Lost some time on the exit there actually. And now Jan is keeping the gap consistent between himself and John, so I can tell the mistake was definitely made by Jan on his outlap, because a 2-minute 4 lap for someone on their outlap is not great. Let's see what John manages in for reference then. See if it was genuinely just spin or if something else happened. Perhaps it was just pace related. Meanwhile, Drags having to defend once again now from Luigi Penguin in P6. And even though he's on old hard tyres, he's still quicker than Drags at this stage. So we'll see what Luigi Penguin can do. So 2-minute 3 is about a second quicker than Jan. I think Jan genuinely just was slow on his outlap, to be honest. He almost had a good in-lap. To stay in front, the overcut seems quite powerful at this track. We'll see if that is, I guess, confirmed by the pace that you'll see now. And meanwhile, Drags versus Luigi Penguin continues. To the inside he goes into the final corner, goes for it, almost contact, and they're side by side off the corner once again, just like they were before. Drags squeezing down, contact on the straight, they almost got hooked. That would have been a massive crash, and maybe even a safety car, but they didn't crash. This is their last chance for a safety car. If they were to crash right now, there would be a safety car. Luigi Penguin gets past Drags and takes 5th place away. Drags thought about a dive bomb, couldn't get close enough to make one, and he's now going to have to stay down in P6. As Luigi Penguin on debut gets P5 and will give himself a guaranteed 10 points in this race. John in P3, chasing down Shank in P2 still. Has gained about a second on him this lap, just about 8 tenths I'd say by now. And let's see if he can manage this. He's a second up on the fastest lap of the race. So this will be the quickest lap of the race for John as well, which will give him extra points in his bid for the championship. CB, they're looking to get 27 with the pole points he would get. He'd give him 27 points if he got the win without fastest lap. Shank as well. Doing pretty well. You got to think CB would have been a title contender if we did the whole season, but we're probably even dominating the championship by now. But we can't say that. John though chasing down Shank for P2. Fast lap of the race there from John. How much quicker was it? Let's have a look. Fast lap of the race. 6 tenths. Oh wow, 3 tenths quicker than Jan and 6 tenths quicker than CB, who did his lap on the hards, I believe, at the start of his stint. Maybe it was on the mediums earlier on the race. I don't actually know. Meanwhile, Dragster is still right behind Luigi Penga, but not close enough to get DRS on him this time by. So it looks like Luigi Penga will pull away with P5 on his F2 debut. Jan now on a personal best lap in the first sector has lost time to John, who would hope to get past Shank with surgical precision. He wants to get past and pull away. That's his maybe goal, I'm assuming, and not lose too much time battling him, because that would give Jan a chance to get close again, and that's not what he wants. Jan did look a lot stronger on the hard tyres than he did on the mediums. I think he pitted a lap too early there to Jan. Should have pitted with John, stay with him. It was definitely the best option for him at that point in the race, but was baited enough to lose. Oh no, and Jan's had a bad exit there through the corner. Meanwhile, Drag's now right behind Luigi Penga again. He must have had another mistake. He lost 2 seconds to Jan. So I think Luigi Penga once again struggling for grip in this race, struggling for traction mainly, as John now just about gets within DRS range of Shank for P2. And this is going to be a battle for second place in this race with 3 laps remaining. We'll make it 2 when CB crosses the line right now. And it's going to be a really interesting fight till the end between these two. Is Drag's close enough to stay with Luigi Penga? Looks like he is, but John is right behind Shank once again. Deja vu to the start of the race. Can he get the move to stick into the first corner? He can't. Goes in a bit deep though, does Shank. That could be giving encouragement to John on the exit. Look how much he gained in the corner. He's right behind him already. Will Jan close back in now with this? Doesn't look like it, but Shank's still there right in front of John, but John is really doing what he can here. The reigning 2-time F2 champion right behind him. Not completely missing it. Oh, and that's ruined Shank's race, and that could give the podium to Jan if John battles Shank too much. Wink, wink. And John there, closing in on Shank still, right behind him, and that is ruining his race. I was wondering why he hadn't got one yet, because of how many times I've seen him go off at the final corner. And now he finally does get his track limit penalty that was pretty inevitable that was going to come to him. Drags, meanwhile, is sending it on Luigi Penga on the inside, and can't get the move, but it's very close between these two. The battle for P5 is pretty interesting, actually. Drag's still right behind him. Oh, he almost spun again off of that corner. He really struggles for traction there. He needs to just take it easy. He's like TF Sanadam on his throttle inputs, but still right in front of Drags. He has the outright pace advantage, I'd say, against Drags, but just can't quite seem to pull away out of consistency. And that's what he needs to work on right now, I think. But John, though, now is much closer to Shank on this time by. Surely Shank is a sitting duck on the straight, as John can brake later, turn later, and get on the power sooner. And let's see if he can make this move stick. Surely this is a done overtake for him. I don't see how he's going to defend this move, honestly. He's going to want to work with John to try and pull away from Jan, who could very well have gotten 3 in this race if Shank got held up more. I think Jan's tyres will be in a bad position, but Jan is only 3.2 seconds behind Shank, so it's very plausible we could see a first career podium here. Meanwhile, Drags is right behind Luigi Penga now. And there's John looking at, oh, John, contact with Shank, the two F1 teammates, I should say, at Red Bull, battling it out for P2 and F2. Shank I'd have move on John, but no, Jan is now closing in on Shank, but he goes in deep, and that's going to cost a huge amount of time. That's lost him probably a couple tenths. He's still within 3 seconds though. And Jan is closing in now on Shank. This is huge for the race. Here comes Drag, so a battle for P5 on the final lap of the race. Can he make the move stick on the outside? Drag is so close to him. Contact between them. Is he going to send it here? He thinks about it. Side by side still between them. And Drag's there, off the corner he comes. Contact once again. Oh, how did they not crash? They've had so many small, close calls between the two of them. And Jan now just has to survive a few more corners to get his first ever podium in F2, but CB has been bulletproof this race. 7.5 second lead. Comes across the line at the final corner, weaving his way across the line on the Campos to win his second race in a row and third of the season. Here comes John. Out the final corner with Shank right behind him. I don't think it's going to be enough here for Shank to hold on to that, and that means Jan gets the podium. after getting banned from F1. A crash though between Luigi Penguin and Drags. What happened? In the middle sector, Drags and Luigi Penguin were stuck in the middle of the track sideways, looking at each other. And Drags there slowing down, probably got an illegal overtake or something. Or maybe he's trying to take him out or something. I don't even know. No, he's not. He's just giving him the place. I think he wasn't happy about that. So some sportsmanship from Drags. They both have done it with each other now. And does Drags have front wing damage from that? No, he doesn't. No visible damage anyway. But he's going so slowly here through these corners. Drags, go flat out for the last corner. Do it. Just go as far left as you can and just turn right. No, he's not. Oh, he couldn't. He thought about it, and no. Luigi Penguin gets a top 5 on debut in a 6-car race. What a go. Into Q5 he comes. And then Drags gets P6 after crashing with him on the final lap. What a weird race. I was also hoping that would happen, but yes. So that's 19 points to John. That's much closer in the championship. CB gets 27 overall, 15 to Jan with his first career podium in F2, fourth place to Pshank, then Luge Penguin in P5 and Drags in P6. We'll see you tomorrow for Baku, which I'm going to race in, and then I'm going to miss Vegas because fuck Vegas, and then I'm going to do last race at Reverse Amble. Wow, big points. So like, yeah, that's the end of the stream then.